to us. Jamie, can you kick us off?
Thanks very much. Good afternoon, David.
Afternoon.
Let me get the most important question out of the way first. Any plans for Burns night?
We're all having a bit of haggis here at the training ground today, so it's always good to get a bit of good Scottish food in you.
Wouldn't think haggis, neeps and tatties was the best diet for a footballer, but...
No, but it's for the staff, that's for sure. I don't know about the players.
Is this weekend a bit of a chance to rest a few weary bones, get some players involved?
I'd like to say it was, but I want to go through in the Cup. I want to try and get through if I can. But I think I've always said this is the priority is the Premier League. We have to make sure that we're a Premier League club. But there's nothing more I'd like to give the supporters at West Ham would be a day out at Wembley in the final if I could do.
You know yourself what it means to a club taking them to an FA Cup final. What would it mean for the fans, for the players to get?
Well, you can ask any club and they would all say the same thing. No, everybody would like that to happen. But there's also a bigger picture which has to be looked at as well, which is trying to make sure that we're in this league we're in. It's the finances to it is far greater than anything that would be with winning the Cup. I do think that I'd like to win it. I've got to tell you that, and I've been to a final, so I know exactly what it feels like being there. So if it can happen again, great. But again, I have to reiterate the priorities to make sure that we're a Premier League club.
It's a pretty long injury list at the moment. Just tell us who's close to finding their way back.
There's a few getting closer to coming back. Mickey Antonio's doing a bit of training. Josie Font's doing a little bit of training. So we're getting one or two more back. But as we go along, because of the programme, but every club's the same. You know, they've all had really difficult schedules over Christmas and New Year, and the games are taking their toll. And I think with it now having Premier League midweek fixtures in January as well, it's not easy as well. Certainly after FA Cup ties.
Antonio, Fonte, Reid, are any of them available for the Wigan match?
I don't think any of them will be available, no.
Okay. Our sources tell us that João Mario is having medical as we speak, with a view to a loan move. Mm-hmm. What more can you tell us?
Your sources would be correct.
They would be correct.
Yeah.
Tell us what he'll bring to the side.
Well, I'm not going to tell you that until he's done his medical. So I think once we get the medical out of the way, then we'll be able to tell you that. So hopefully we're able to give you some more news in the right time.
Be a loan rather than a permanent move?
Correct, yeah, correct.
Did the injuries to Carroll, Arnautovic, Lanzini affect whether you think you need to bring in more attacking options? Yeah,
they did. I wouldn't say it necessarily made me think that I need to bring in more attacking option, but it made me think that I need to get some players in. Yeah. That's not as easy as it says, you know, and it's easy showing everyone what might happen, but it's not that easy to do. The market's not allowing it. There's lots of clubs who might want our players as well, and we're not in a position to sell either. So from that point of view, you know, you're not expecting other clubs to do it either. So it's actually quite difficult to get anything done. So we'll have to see, but I've got to say, you know, it does. We've lost a few players and a few key players as well.
And with injuries to three attacking players, does that affect Javi Hernandez as well? Because presumably you'll not want to keep hold of him.
Well, we've never at any time said that we want MD to go. You know, so what we're doing is if that's what happens, then something comes up, then we'll need to look at it. But at the moment, nothing's come up, and as far as I'm concerned, we're as we are.
Any latest developments with Diafra Sakho or Andre Ayew? Are you confident they'll be West Ham players come Thursday?
I think we've had an offer for Andre Ayew, but at the moment the offer wouldn't be accepted, and at this present time, because of our situation, we wouldn't be in a hurry to do anything.
And the same with Sakho, there's been offers apparently from Rennes and Bordeaux, but you want to keep hold of them?
Yeah, we do. We need to keep our players, but we'll have to see if that changes at all.
There are reports that yourself and Stuart Pearce have both been on scouting missions, Stuart to Belgium, yourself to Spain. Can you tell us any more?
Do you think that's strange?
No, not at all.
No, that's right. So managers go out and watch games, and whether we go to different countries to watch the games, so we want to try and be as up to date as we possibly can be. So we go to a lot of games, and we were at games, yeah.
And it was Fabian in particular at Betis that you were watching, is that right?
No, that wasn't right, no.
Okay, no problem at all. Next week is a massive week in terms of the Premier League, and the two games that, there's 11 teams in a relegation scrap, aren't there? Yeah,
the bottom half of the Premier League is as tight as I can remember, really, and there's certainly nobody getting cut away at the moment, so we've got to try and keep ourselves away. Even though we're in a sort of healthy position today, we know that can be easily changed. But we're focused at the moment, the game in the Cup, We want to try and concentrate in the cup. We want to try and get a positive result. We're in a good place. We've had some good results. I thought we had some good performances against Bournemouth at times in the game. So we want to try and build on that.
Just finally for me, you said it yourself, you're in a good place. Now, how much of a sort of feather in your cap is it that you've been able to turn around so quickly and now 7 games without defeat? Is there a much more positive vibe about the place?
Well, the players have showed exactly what they can do. I think that we're demanding more of them, and I've got to say some of them have really done well, and I think others have improved throughout the squad. So from that point of view, we've all got to work together, but we're nowhere near the finishing line yet. We've got to keep the blinkers on. We've got to stay focused and getting enough points to, as I said, first of all, be a Premier League club.
Fantastic, thank you.
David, Wigan are having a good season. Have you had a chance to look at them? Did you watch the Bournemouth game?
I've had a chance to see a bit, and I'll do a little bit more later on today as well. So I hope that everybody realises Wigan are a good side and playing good football as well.
Do you find it hard to believe that it's only 5 years since they won the FA Cup?
Yeah, and that's the strange thing. I think going back to the questions about the FA Cup or that year Wigan were relegated. They won the FA Cup but were relegated. So I think if you went back and you asked the Wigan people what would they rather be, I think that they said, well, would they rather not won the FA Cup but been in the Premier League.
And that year, of course, they knocked out Everton in the 6th round. So you've got a score to settle with them?
Well, I think I've known Wigan. I've watched them a lot and played against them a lot, whether it been as a player or whether it been as a manager over the years. So I don't think we've got a score to settle, but I certainly think that it'll be a tough game for us. Paul Cook's done a really good job, but they've obviously got focus on getting back into the Championship, Wigan, and as you rightly said, maybe the Premier League in the future as well.
And it's a long time since West Ham tasted the FA Cup success. So what you said at the beginning of the conference there about concentrating on the Premier League, it's understandable, but surely a cup run to help the fans, the relationship with the fans, a good start to success.
Yeah, I totally agree. I agree with all that, and there's nothing. I think every competition you go in, you should attempt to try and win it. That's the fact. I'll definitely attempt to try and win it. But there's a little bit of a caveat at the back of that we have a Premier League game on Tuesday night, whether that's correct or not, and we have another one again on Saturday, and with the injuries we've got, it's just beginning to take its toll on us. But I'm positive. The team's got a bit of momentum going at the moment. I want to keep that going. I want to win again. I want to make sure that the players realise that it's got to be an all-time thing, not just something we do now and again, and I hope we can do that.
Thanks guys, cameras off please. Thank you.